Hi there and welcome to my channel. My name is Melinda, and as you guys probably guessed from the title, I recently got a chance to go to the Spell Warehouse sale, and I'm going to share all about my experience in this video. It has always been such a huge dream of mine to be able to attend a Spell Warehouse sale. Most of the times they host these sales in Australia, which is where the original Spell is located. But because they announced these sales relatively short notice, the chances that I would be able to attend one of those sales are relatively slim. LA became an opportunity for me because I had actually gone on vacation a few days prior to the sale and I still had some time off left, and I basically just got lucky with the timing. So they announced the sale in an email. That's how I knew about it. I did have a couple of people reach out and ask me on Instagram like how I knew about the sale, and it's not because I'm attending all of these sample sales, I wish, but because I live in Houston, we don't really have sample sales, so I don't have an opportunity to shop all of those sales. So because I am signed up for Spell's emails, I received an email about 2 weeks before the sale notifying me about the sale and all of the details. The sale was 5 days. It was from April 7th to April 11th, and it was by appointment only. So you had to basically go in and sign up for a time slot. The time slot would be 45 minutes that you could shop. And then also in the email, they said nothing would be over $85 except for their bridal pieces. All right, so I'm getting ready to show you guys the footage of the sale. In that footage, you guys will see the prices of the pieces, and then you guys will also get an idea of what the sale was like in terms of the atmosphere and the lines. I didn't get quite as much footage as I wanted to because it was relatively chaotic in there, but I did my best, or rather Jason, my husband, did his best. He came with me. So here we go. I'm going to show you guys the footage and I hope you guys are excited. It's finally the day of the sale, and I was the third time slot of the day, which was the 12 o'clock time slot. I'm wearing my favorite Gypsy on a gown that you'll see here in a second. It's the first Spell piece that I ever fell in love with. I waited in line for about 45 minutes. The security guard didn't let anyone in without an appointment or before their scheduled time slot. Most of these ladies were waiting, they were before me. They were in an earlier time slot. I'm admiring the Spell bridal pieces there in the window, and then I'm finally let in and I rush in. The racks are pretty sparse. Along this wall, there's a few dresses and blouses and skirts. And then when I turn around, you'll see some blouses and like swim there in the middle, but there's not much. And then there is Kids Spell. There are also things in boxes on the floor that you could dig through, as I'm doing here. A lot of sports bras and swimsuits. This table was like the go-back table where people would dump their go-back things. Often they were flawed, they would have holes or rips, so you had to be very careful not to overlook those. There's some shoes here that I'm looking at, but I quickly stop looking because I noticed that most of them are flawed. And then in the back room, a lot of ladies try to go back there to shop, but one of the sales associates stopped people. She said that most of those items were flawed, and things went really quickly. The sales associate also said they wouldn't be doing any restocks, but I found out later that they ended up restocking, I think after 3 p.m. this first day, just because things sold out so fast and because they didn't think there would be anything left for the subsequent days. I also wanted to mention that there are 3 dressing rooms there in the back. And the bad thing about this sale and how it was organized was they didn't monitor how long you could be in the store for. The email said you were allowed 45 minutes for shopping, but they ended up allowing people to shop for as long as they wanted. So sometimes it was hard to get in during your time slot just because they only let in a certain number of people at one time. And here I am walking away happy with my goodies. All right, time for the good part, which is the haul of what I purchased from the sale. I got 2 bags worth, I think I did pretty good. I did see a couple of people leaving the sale with like boxfuls. I'm not sure what they're gonna be doing with their items, if they're just like a super diehard spell fan and wanted to add all those pieces to their collection, or if they plan on reselling. I'm really not sure. Right whenever I was walking up to the sale, I actually saw a lady leaving and she had like 6 of these bags and she was carrying them all by herself, which gave me really bad FOMO because I had to continue standing in line for another 30 minutes after I saw her. And I just kept thinking, you know, all the good pieces were gonna be gone when I got in there. But that was kind of the case. Some of the good pieces were gone, but there was still some stuff left for me. So here we go. I'm gonna show you guys. First up, I'll show you guys this Sloppy Joe. I already have it out because I wore it around the house yesterday. It was super comfy. So this is the Cool Blue Baby Sloppy Joe. It looks like this. And then let's see. Ooh, I see some swim in this bag. So I got this one piece. This is the Bodie Leopard one piece. I'm so excited that I only have to wait a few more months until summer and then I can wear these swim pieces. I really like one piece swim. And so I was really excited to find these 2 suits. The next one is this one. It's called the Portobello Road one piece. It's so cute. I love the little cutouts and the fun floral detail. And pretty much all of the pieces that I managed to buy were new with tags. I think just one piece was missing the tag. And then next, I got the City Lights blouse. And so if you'll notice, I do rather like City Lights. I'm wearing the purple version of it right now. I actually got this one for a great deal on Poshmark. I'm always looking on Poshmark for spell. I have managed to find quite a few pieces on Poshmark. And then another good place that I like to shop for spell is actually the Facebook groups. There are a couple of buy, sell, swap groups, and I've managed to track down a couple of unicorns actually on those pages. Okay, and then I'm so excited about this next piece. It's something that I've had on my wish list. This is the Hanalei midi dress. And it's actually funny about this dress because the first time that I went through, or the first few times that I went through the racks, I didn't see it. It wasn't until I was checking out that I spotted it. So I think someone like changed their mind about it and like threw it back on the rack. So I was really thorough to make sure this one didn't have any flaws. So far I've looked it over a few times and I haven't found any flaws. All right, then I got a couple of sports bras. I got this Wild Bloom one. I told my husband that hopefully these sports bras will encourage me or motivate me to start working out. I always tell him, like, I need these things, honey. I need them so that I can work out. I'm sure that's what we always tell our husbands. And then this next one is Oasis. So cute. These are by far the cutest sports bras that I've ever owned. And now we have some skirts and dresses. So the first skirt that I got is the Coco Lay skirt in caramel. So it has, you know, the tassel with the bell. And this is that midi skirt. And I found it in this colorway as well, the lilac color. And so I'm thinking, I have a friend Becky, so if she's watching, hi Becky. One of these I will be selling to her. She knew I was going to the sale, so I picked up like 2 pieces for her. Okay, yeah, so I went over these, the lilac and the caramel. And now we're winding down. I got 2 gowns. First up is this one. This is the Bianca gown. I consider the Bianca gown like a maxi, but I think whenever they were ringing me up, they counted it as a midi dress. So the midi dresses were $65 and the maxi dresses were $85, so $20 difference. And while I'm talking about prices, a lot of people asked me about what the prices were like, and I think they were pretty good. They were typically at least, I want to say like 50% off of retail, and then sometimes they were even like 75% off of retail depending on what you were buying. Like this gown would probably normally be close to $300. It's probably like $280 or $290 in that range. And I had actually been eyeing this gown whenever it was full price, but I'm glad that I held out and waited. And then also with this gown, when I got into the sale, there were a handful of these left on the rack. Pretty much everything that I've shown y'all, except for the Hanalei midi dress, there were like a handful on the rack. And they seem to be in smaller sizes. All right, and then last up is another gown. It is this one. It is the buttercup gown. And I think it's the exact same silhouette as the Bianca gown. It's just a different color and a different print. And then let me just check and make sure that's it. And yes, that indeed is it. And the other piece that I grabbed for Becky was the City Lights blouse. So we will be twins, we'll be matching. So that was my experience at the Spell Warehouse sale, and then all of the goodies that I got to take home with me. I'm hoping that wasn't my last and only Spell Warehouse sale. I'm gonna try to go next year, and whatever years that my schedule and I guess my husband allow, we'll see. If I ever go again, I'll make sure to bring you guys along as well. All right, thanks for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Bye.